So good morning students, welcome back. Today in this 11th class, we are going to start new chapter, lesson number 4, motion in a plane. As you know, last time we did third chapter, okay, motion in straight line. In that we did the equation of motion by mathematical method or by graphical method, we did numerical also, okay. So let's start the new chapter, motion in plane. And our first heading is physical quantity. Okay, what is physical quantity? Every measurable object is said to be physical quantity. Okay, the object that can be measured, okay, is said to be physical quantity. I'll give you example of physical quantity. First of all, we are discussing physical. Our first point is physical quantity. What is physical quantity? Every measurable object is said to be physical quantity. The object that can be measured is said to be physical quantity. I will give examples. A simple example. Mass. We can measure the mass of this marker. Suppose 10 gram. So mass is a physical quantity. We can measure the length of this marker. So length is also a physical quantity. We can measure time. Time is also a physical quantity. 1,000 examples are there. We can measure force, we can measure work, we can measure length, we can measure breadth, we can measure height. All are physical quantity. So basically it should be clear that every measurable object is said to be physical quantities. Okay. Physical quantity mainly classified in two parts. That will be our chapter. Scalar physical quantity and vector physical quantity. What is the meaning of scalar physical quantity? Our first point that I'm going to explain. Scalar. Those physical quantities that require only magnitude. Magnitude means mathematical value and does not require any direction for complete representation is said to be scalar. It only required magnitude, okay. It does not require direction. So those physical quantity that require only magnitude, only mathematical value to represent it, there is no need of direction to represent, is said to be scalar quantity. Okay. So now I will give you example of scalar quantity. Lots of examples are there, like mass, okay, like distance, okay, like speed, okay, like volume, like density. These physical quantities does not require any direction, that require only magnitude, so are said to be scalar quantity. Okay students, now come on that another topic is vector. What is vector? Those physical quantities that require magnitude as well as direction, to complete represent it are said to be vector. It require magnitude as well as direction, okay, are said to be vector physical quantity. Okay students, now lots of example are there. The example like displacement, okay, we can write displacement need magnitude as well as direction, like velocity, acceleration, okay, linear momentum, angular momentum, okay, moment of force. These are the physical quantity that require magnitude as well as direction. Best example is force. Okay, suppose that is a block. I applied 2 Newton force in this direction, north, south, east or west. So I applied 2 Newton force in this direction means what? In east. So force is indicating magnitude as well as direction. That's why force is said to be vector quantity. Now students, the vector quantity mainly classified in two parts, polar vector or axial vector. What is polar vector? Those physical quantities, okay, those vector physical quantities that related to linear motion having some starting point are said to be polar vector. I'll give example like linear displacement, linear velocity, okay, linear momentum are the example of polar vector. Those physical quantity that require to that related to belongs to linear motion having some starting point are said to be polar vector. Example, linear displacement, a linear velocity. On other hand, axial vector, those vector quantity that related to that belongs to circular motion having no starting point of motion are said to be axial vector. Example is, we can write as angular displacement. We can also write angular velocity. We can also write angular acceleration. These are the example of axial vector that is belongs to circular motion. Polar vector belongs to linear motion. Okay, students?